Hey y'all, I'm coming to share a flip through of a guest design team project for Taylor Made Digitals. She has a shop on Etsy where you can go and look at all her digitals. The digital that I chose, the digital kit that I chose is called the Fairy Garden Set 1. And there are 19 images total. I chose a specific set of images out of that set in order to make this journal flow well. I will be using other pieces from that set in other projects later on. I cheated a little bit because she came out with a new kit after she let everybody choose their digitals, and she came out with a Victorian Gothic kit. And I used those pages, some of the ephemera, some of the fussy cutting. I used some of that to build the base for this journal. I also used vintage music paper. I used appliques, trims, lace, ribbons. Most of those materials came from Crafty Me Shop on Facebook, who is also Wonderful World of Lace on Instagram. So I made a board book. I've never made a board book. And I tied it with ribbon. These are knotted and then tied in a bow. And it was a lot of fun. It was a learning experience, but it was a lot of fun. There are pockets in here that I made 3 times because things wouldn't fit, because I had them too flat. So this is the first page, and here's 2 pockets from the Gothic kit. Actually, I think this was an envelope. It was an envelope, and I turned it into a pocket. And then I made this little notebook. And these backing papers that I use throughout the journal are also from Taylor Made Journals, and they are her double espresso coffee dyed paper kit. I chose one page in particular and used that all through this journal. Here's one of the tags that I made, again with those same lace pages, and this is an image from the fairy kit. Almost everything in here is stitched. All the pages are stitched around. I added a little bit of washi tape here. This page is from the Victorian Gothic kit. Here's a journaling card and another image from the fairy kit. This tag is from the Gothic kit. And then in the background, I coffee dyed this, and then I did some stenciling. Here I took an envelope from the Gothic kit, and I made a little notebook, and I lined it with piano roll paper and filled it with coffee dyed paper. Oops. And then I just tied it up with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and rather than tying it on the inside of the book, I tied it on the outside. And that just slides in here. Some lace here. It's actually crocheted trim, I believe. Here's another little envelope. This is from the Victorian Gothic kit. And in here, I put one of the images from the fairy kit, and then just some extra little writing paper. And then here's a postcard. These fairies reminded me of ballerinas. And then there was this beautiful, I love this postcard. This, of course, from the Gothic kit. This piece from the fairy kit. And I did a lot of layering. Oh, I also used the Art of Writing pages, which can be found in Taylor Made Journals Etsy shop as well. And then I backed that on to her background papers. Here's another journaling card with another little girl from the fairy kit. And I put some little pieces of lace and a pearl and a tied button, some crocheted fabric, another piece of ribbon here that I sewed, and then she's backed with the lace papers. And then this is another journaling card, this one from the Gothic kit. More stamping in the background. And I added a button and cut some ribbon down to fit into this button. Some lace here on the side. Another piece of lace and some little gold gems. Isn't she pretty? I love these two pages. These pages are from the Gothic kit. This piece also, I did a little bit of collaging down here, added some music paper, cheesecloth, a butterfly. Here's another tag. Topped it with one of her flowers and put a pearl on it. Took one of the windows and made a little tuck spot out of it. Took her, made her a little tuck spot, added a button and some ribbon and some lace. Added this postcard. Love this postcard. I added a little bit of ribbon here on the edges of this mirror. More lace. Here's another envelope. And this envelope has another image in it, and I thought maybe she was one of the little girls and maybe she's older now, or maybe she was a young instructor. Another journaling card from the Gothic kit. And here's another journaling card with an image from the fairy kit. Some buttons, music paper, a little bit of lace. A lot of stitching on her. And then I put a little vintage lace here, some ribbon, and sewed a button onto it. No, I glued that one. There's another envelope with another little notebook with the piano roll paper on the inside and a few pages of coffee dyed paper to make notes on or make a mini journal out of. My daughter just walked by. She knows I'm filming flip throughs. I have to take her out to get the envelope back in. These pockets are really tight, you guys, but the more you use this journal and move things around, the looser they'll get. The paper does start forming and stretching after a while. And then on the back, I kept the back of it just plain. I say plain, but it's gorgeous. This is how it printed when I printed the Victorian Gothic kit pages. Very, very, very happy with this journal. Thank you, Miss Lorna, for letting us play with your kits. We really like it. Thank you. Thanks for watching, guys.